All right, got another one for my commercial cleaner down in Nashville. Reached out to a manufacturing company and got a hold of their warehouse manager. Told me that they were pretty well taken care of for the commercial cleaning side of things for their warehouse, but he was actually looking to get some carpet cleaning done for the front side of their building. So they had a couple offices in the lobby area that he wanted us to come out and give a quote on. So we're going to go out there next Wednesday at 10 a.m. to go give him a quote on that, and it should be a good foot in the door for some possible work down the road.
Got a good one today for one of our New Mexico roofers. Initially reached out, couldn't find a ton about the company. Spoke to somebody who told me they were immediately uninterested. Kept the conversation going, and right before you could hang up, he said, "Hold on, my boss wants to talk to you." Immediately the boss said, "You guys are roofers?" I said, "Yep." "Alrighty, hey, we're looking to get a coating done. Can you guys come out? I'd love to have you here next week." I said, "Hey, not a problem. We're going to be out." They already know what type of coating, what work's been done. It'll be a metal roof. Should be looking at a great opportunity here. We're going to meet with them next Tuesday.
All right, so what do we got going over here?
So I am in training right now, and I'm logging for it. I'm riding the bus.
You're doing a beautiful job in the car.
Got two appointments. One was for my client out in Orlando. It is with a law firm. They've got roughly about 80 users. Talked with the IT director. He's needing a lot of support out there, specifically on the cybersecurity side of things. So going to be talking to him next week. Should be a really good appointment for him. Got one for my client out in Birmingham. It's with an organization out there. They're looking for some support. The company that they're working with is all remote. So they're looking for some on-site support. They got about 19 users out there, so should be a really good appointment for my clients out there.
Got one for my client out in Buffalo today. Talked to the plant manager of a manufacturing facility. Currently has something in place, but definitely open to evaluating before the contract ends. Okay. It's a bit busy, so it is scheduled out to the second week of next month, but it should be a pretty good one.
I got an appointment this morning for my solar client in Miami. I spoke with the superintendent of a golf course. He does all the engineering stuff. They're looking to switch their golf carts and their whole building over to solar. So we're going to go out there, give them a proposal. He's sending me over the utility bill, so we'll have it on site. Talk about what they really want to do and see if it makes sense for them to switch over to solar.
Alrighty, what do we got? What are we sitting at? 11. Alright. Someone start us off. Who's got something good? Ryan?
Two this morning. One for my client in Louisville. I spoke with the maintenance director at a distillery. I talked to him 3 months ago, and he told me to follow up at the beginning of the summer. They got contracts for most of their roofs, but they have an office building they need to get done. So we set up an appointment to go out next Tuesday at 10 to give them a quote for that. And then my second one's for my client in Dallas. I spoke with the pastor at a church. They just got their flat roof done at one of their locations, but they have a shingle building that's around 30,000 square feet. That's pretty dated, so we're going out there June 4th to give them a quote for that.
John, who's this? John?
Yeah, I got one yesterday, one this morning. One yesterday was an email happy for Service Master. I actually reached out to the guy last year, sent him another hawk back in February. He responded to it, wanted to meet with us. It's a church, about 5 different buildings that he wants to look at, and it's around 100,000 square feet. And then the one today was for Hilo down in Nashville. I reached out to a warehouse and got their manager on the phone. He said that they didn't have a ton of commercial cleaning that he needed, but was looking to get some carpet cleaning done. They typically get around once a year, so we're going out there next week to give them a quote on that. And then we also just followed up with an old appointment that we got the proposal out for $60K. Talked to the guy. He's wanted me to follow up with him on Friday to get some of the stuff done. So we're looking to close at about $20,000 to $30,000 with them.
Let's go. Let's start off. Two good appointments. Mark?
I got one for my Janitorial client, Service Master up in Chicago. The guy is happy with the service right now, but he said he definitely is going to start looking. They've been with him for a while and it's not been getting better. So we're going out there on Thursday.
Nice. Mason?
I got one for my client out in Toledo with a manufacturer. They're pretty happy with their current client or current company that they're using. Kind of want to just see what else is out there. They're growing rapidly, bringing in new equipment, new technology. So kind of just wants to get a second opinion on some things. So we're going out on site. They've got about 25 users at the one location, and then there's a couple of users at another location. But it should be a really good one for my client out there.
Let's go. Nice. Who else has got one to talk about? Yeah, right here.
strong this morning. These were both tough to get. One was because I persisted, and the guy was like, oh, I'm on vacation right now. I'm celebrating this holiday. Call me another time. Email me, blah, blah, blah. And I finally got him on the phone. He was on the other line today. He asked me to email him. He was like, hey, I got some questions to go over to get my ducks in a row that I'll be emailing to you. And he said, we can talk about that right now. And then I got pretty much just about all the information I needed from that phone call, and it's an apartment complex in North County, Thursday at 8 a.m. And then also Tuesday at 8 a.m. they're going to be at this office warehouse in Fenton, and the guy, it says like a little piece came off and something else on the roof is coming loose, and he doesn't know if he wants to do a repair or replacement, wants our discretion, but we gotta show him what we're made of, basically.
Let's go! Nice job. A couple of bangers. That's awesome. Getting Dave, he's starting busy, man. That's
Oh yeah, I would think so. That's 6 appointments this month.
It's not even over yet. That's sick, man. Keep doing a great job. Who else has got it? Any good ones? Bangers? I saw Brock start to raise his hand, and now
It's hard to follow that up, but Mick Roof, I got one yesterday. It's with the school district. They're going through a bunch of hail damage from the last year's storm, so they're fighting the insurance and a bunch of claims. They want to talk about some upcoming projects in the next year. It's kind of new. He's been there for like a couple months. He wants to get the show on the road, so he doesn't have anybody. We're going to be the first ones to talk to him about some of these projects. So going out on Tuesday next week.
Anybody else? All right, deals, proposals, base.
Mine's just an update from one. The IT director said that they are down 2 techs. They can't really backfill the positions, so they're just going to outsource all of whatever they were going to, hire those people to do. So the quote went from just over 10K to just about 23K monthly. So
Let's go.
Looking to close at the end of this month. So he wants to get the implementation started next month.
That's all right. Who's next?
Yeah, I got a proposal yesterday from our Philadelphia client. It was for 10K MR. Said it was a really good meeting. Waiting on him to schedule the second meeting. Getting impatient, so I'll probably schedule that second meeting today. But pretty good one.
Pretty good. Let's go. Anybody else? Yeah.
I don't have numbers yet. Waiting on the final for it. We had a meeting last week with the church in New Mexico for one of the roofers. He thinks the proposal is going to come out to right around 1.2 million.
I got an appointment for my janitorial client out in Louisiana with a facility that's 2 stories, about 24,000 square feet. They currently have something in place, but they're open to looking at other services and tools, so we're going to go out there next week.
I got 2 appointments today. One was for my Newark client. It was with a career development agency out that way, and spoke with the IT director. It was dragged down by the COO to the IT director. She said that they work with a hybrid environment and that they are looking to compare and contrast pricing and services for their MSP. Said she was pretty happy with them, but she's always open to different resources and to seeing what we can do, so we're meeting with her next week. On that one, I also got one for my cybersecurity company out of Raleigh, North Carolina. That was with a government facility out that way. They have 5,000 workers there. They do about $100 million in revenue. We're not meeting for another month, but they're looking for a virtual CISO, along with a couple other different compliances that government facilities are facing right now, including CMMC 2.0, a couple other things. So both pretty good meetings.
I had an appointment this morning for my client in Louisville. I spoke with the maintenance director at a distillery out there. Spoke with him a couple times over the last couple months. He said they have a project coming up in August that they want us to look at. It's a shingled building around 30,000 square feet. So we're going to go out there and give him a quote next Tuesday at 10 for that. Get it closed pretty quickly.
couple pretty good ones today. First one was for my IT client up in Toronto. Spoke to the IT director over at a pretty large chain of supermarkets. Really interested in learning more about us, how we work with internal teams. They look like they're about 150 or so users across 10 locations, so that one's set for the first week of June. Should be a really good conversation there. And then the second one was for my IT client in San Jose. Spoke with the executive director at a pretty big nonprofit school. We work with a lot of similar organizations in the area, and he really liked that, so was interested in learning more about how we would kind of take care of some of the things they have in place now. Our president's going out there next Wednesday in person. They've got about 135 or so devices, a couple servers, things like that. So another really good one right up our alley. Really excited to have a big day.
I got an appointment today for my client in Dallas. I spoke with the maintenance director at a church. It's a pretty big church. It's 35,000 square feet of building. They have 2 locations. Just got the flat roof done at one of them, but didn't really like the job they did, so they want us to come out there and give them an estimate for the shingle building. It's, like I said, around 35,000 square feet, so it should be a pretty quick and easy job for us.
I got an appointment today for my janitorial client out in Chicago. Set up an appointment with a logistical company. They're happy with their service right now, but the facilities manager wants to see what other options he has. They have 7 days a week cleaning. The square footage is somewhere between 25,000 and 50,000 square feet. We're going to find out for sure when we go out there on Thursday.
So just got a great one for a church. Trying to get a hold of them for a while. They've been using a break fix, but they know they've grown to the size. They need a lot more help. Just ready to start exploring it. So we're ready to go with the CFO office manager once we come back from the holiday. Show them what it would be like working with us and get them taken care of.
So I got one today for my client up in Canada. I didn't get a user count, but they have one server, one location. Looking to see what we have to offer. Should be a pretty good one.
So I got one for my cybersecurity client, Indy. It's a logistics company with the president and CEO. They do about $20 million in revenue. They have an in-house team and an outside firm that takes care of government contracts and certifications. I posed the idea of the value of having us in his back pocket on retainer as a cybersecurity advisor. Pretty much just ensuring and validating what they have in terms of their in-house IT department. It's not making them a headline, or there's some war stories that come out from that. He agreed to have a meeting June 3rd, Monday. So my CEO is going to pitch him our services, and hopefully we can be there for him.